Hey everybody. Hey, listen, if you dig the channel and you dig the videos, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up and a subscription. But if that's not for you, that's cool too. Now on to the video. Hey everybody, welcome back. It is Thursday, February 26th, 2026. Hej, 226. Velkommen tillbaka hvis du norsk. Tack för att du är här. Vi ska till Norge till sommaren. Those of you Norwegian, thank you for coming back. I appreciate it. We're actually heading back to Norway this August. So I debated telling this story. For those of you that don't know, I grew up, my parents converted to the Mormon church when we lived in Norway. I was just a kid. So I grew up in a Mormon home. I am not part of that church anymore, but I have nothing but respect for it. So I don't want this to come across slamming in any way, because it's not. I served in Mormon mission in 1983-84. And the only reason I went is because they changed it to a year and a half. It's always been 2 years. It is now again, as far as I know. And a year and a half seemed tolerable to me. Funny aside, when I was in Norway, because I'm a Norwegian citizen, I got drafted into the army and I was supposed to serve. I will tell that story another time. This story is edgy, especially if you're religious. I think you'll find it interesting, but it gives me the creeps every time I tell it. So, you know, if you're easily put off by that kind of stuff, maybe pass on to the next video. But if you like kind of interesting stories, you might dig this. So I was on this Mormon mission. It was the summer of 1983. And if you don't know, missionaries go in pairs, so you always have what you call a companion with you. You live together like roommates. It's not like anything weird. And the guy that was with me at that point had just come to Norway, so his Norwegian was really bad. In fact, his Norwegian never got very good. Me, having been born there and always kind of spoke it growing up, I picked it right back up pretty quickly, and pretty soon you couldn't tell I wasn't just native Norwegian my whole life. So we go around, we knock on doors, and we try to tell people about the Mormon church. I know they prefer it be called LDS now, but you know what, old habits. I still call it the Mormon church, and it's not out of disrespect. So you knock on doors, and most people never let you in. We spent 70 hours a week knocking on doors. And in this particular town, it was really bad. Nobody ever invited us in. I mean, if you got into one door a day, you were doing really well. So we come to this door, and it's hard to put an age on this woman. I want to, because I was 19 at the time. I want to say she was probably in her mid 30s to early 40s, something like that. And she had a weird vibe about her when she answered the door. But she was pleasant, and she invited us in. We had to go up a staircase to get to kind of her main apartment. And my companion sat down beside me, not knowing Norwegian very well, and she spoke fast. I knew there was something off with this woman the second we sat down. I'm already getting the tingles. So she started, I'm not going to go into detail on this because frankly it creeps me out, the words she used, what she said. But let's just leave it at she was, I don't know, some people would say possessed. Some people would say her mind wasn't right, but something was off. And she talked about, I don't even know how to say this without just, she talked about weird things when it came to religion, very edgy towards the dark side. Let's use that word, towards the dark side. And I just felt crappy. I felt just like, get out of here. You got to get out of here. You have to leave now. And I kind of nudged my companion. I was trying to whisper in English, you know, we need to go, we need to go. And he just wasn't getting it. Him, she was just this pleasant woman that invited us in. Nobody ever invites us in. Why would we leave? And it got worse and worse. And you could feel like the room closing in, this darkness coming over the room. Man, my whole body is tingling right now. And I would like to go into more detail. I can't. It just freaks me out too much. Suffice it to say, I finally stood up and said, we're going. And my companion just sat there. He's like, what are you doing? She's going to go get us cookies or something to snack on. And I'm hungry. And I just started walking away. And when she came back out of the kitchen, that's when I told him we got to leave. She looked at me, and whatever was in her eyes was just evil. It was, or mentally ill, or whatever it was. I'm sure you've all seen that look from somebody before. And I finally got this guy to come out, and we left quickly. And she was like following us down the stairs, and I just felt trapped. The second I walked out of that apartment, wow, that takes me right back there. The second I walked out of that apartment, it all lifted. I felt the sun, I felt the light. And I'm not a super religious dude. You know, I know this is cheesy to say I'm spiritual, not religious. I know there are people who want to punch you when you say I'm not religious, but I am spiritual. I get it. And I'm not trying to come across cheesy, but that's what I am. I believe in some higher being. I think it's God. Do I know exactly what God is? No. The universe, fate, God, something. Because I believe you can kind of control your fate a little bit in this life by the way you think, your positive feelings, your positive putting it out there, manifestation, whatever you want to call it. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please don't get too graphic in comments if you've had similar experiences, because frankly, they freak me out still to this day. It's probably the way I was raised, in a very religious home that, you know, shied way away from that kind of stuff. And I do too. But yeah, I thought I'd start telling some stories. I want to tell a whole bunch of stories from my childhood through my teen years and graduating high school, because I grew up in this little town. It was like right out of the movie Stand By Me. And I have so many stories and experiences from then. If there's something you want me to talk about, and if you dig this channel, I forget this every freaking time. If you dig the channel, give me a thumbs up, subscription if you'd like, and if not, that's cool too. So I will leave it there. Tack för denna gång. Thank you for this time. Men snackas igen snart. We'll talk again soon. And I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful Thursday. Peace. Love.